21-year-old Joseph Brewer is behind bars for shooting a man during a road rage incident. The incident occurred at 12:07 p.m. on Saturday the 6th of July, off East Laurel Road, 6 miles east of London, Kentucky. Authorities said that 21-year-old Jaden Jackson pulled up to what appeared to be a road rage incident involving Joseph and a female driver. Investigators said a woman driving was cut off by a car driven by Joseph. She slammed on her brakes and honked her horn at him. Joseph then stopped his car, approached her vehicle and began swearing at her. Jaden was in a vehicle behind the woman and got out of his vehicle to see what was going on. And as soon as Jaden exited his vehicle, Joseph shot him twice in the torso. A bystander transported Jaden to St. Joseph, London, where he was then airlifted to University of Kentucky Medical Center for emergency surgery, where he is now recovering. Joseph was arrested and charged with first-degree assault and remains held at the Laurel County Jail on a $150,000 cash bond. Joseph has a preliminary hearing for the 23rd of July. 22-year-old Dara Mahir Aguilar is behind bars in connection to the death of a newborn baby. At just before 8 p.m. on Saturday the 6th of July, police responded to Nora Apartments complex in the 700 block of Zorn Avenue in Louisville, Kentucky, after receiving information about a newborn that was placed in a bag and hidden in the closet. When police arrived, they discovered a bag inside a closet with blood on it and covered in flies. Dara spoke with officers and later admitted to putting the child's body in the trunk of the car just prior to the officers' arrival, but placed the bag back in the closet. The next day, police returned and located the baby in a vehicle. The newborn was wrapped in a blanket and appeared to be full-term and in the early stages of decomposition. The child's gender has not been disclosed. Dara was arrested and booked into the Louisville Metropolitan Department of Corrections on abuse of a corpse charge. On Monday the 8th of July, Dara appeared in the Jefferson County Court for her arraignment, where she pleaded not guilty. The judge placed Dara on house arrest, and she's scheduled to appear in court again on the 16th of July. An autopsy is pending to determine whether the baby was stillborn, died during birth or died after birth, and further charges are possible. The investigation into the matter continues. A 32-year-old woman is behind bars for fatally shooting another woman. At around 2 a.m. on Monday the 8th of July, authorities responded to the Overlook Terrace Apartments complex in the 8000 block of Glimmer Way in Louisville, Kentucky, on reports of a person shot. When officers arrived, they found an unresponsive woman with a gunshot wound to her head. Medics pronounced the unidentified woman deceased at the scene. Homicide detectives identified 32-year-old Stephanie Hill as the suspect in the killing after getting statements from witnesses. 9 hours after the shooting, Stephanie was located and arrested less than a mile away at a Circle K convenience store New Cut Road. Stephanie told a detective that she was the only person with the victim at the time of the shooting and admitted to manipulating the firearm at the time of the gun being discharged, causing the victim's death. Stephanie also admitted to fleeing the scene after the shooting and tossing the gun in an attempt to evade police. When she was arrested, she had the victim's cell phone and admitted to officers that she left with the phone after the murder. Stephanie also told detectives that she had been sleeping in the woods near the scene to avoid being arrested and attempted to make phone calls to be picked up from the scene to leave the area. Police said that Stephanie was found with heroin when she was being taken into custody. Stephanie is charged with murder, first-degree robbery, possession of a controlled substance, and tampering with physical evidence. She's been held at the Louisville Metro Department of Corrections. On the morning of Tuesday the 9th of July, she appeared in court and pleaded not guilty to the charges. The investigation into the matter continues.